If you move to Germany with your children and you haven't applied for Kindergeld, you are literally giving away thousands of euros that belong to your family. It doesn't matter if you are an engineer, if you work in services, or if you are looking for a job. The German state has designed this system to support the development of all children. Every month that goes by without you sending your application is money you could be losing forever due to the strict retroactivity rules that I will explain later. In the next few minutes, we will break down each step, every document, and every strategy so that you not only receive the money, but do so in the quickest and most efficient way possible. Get ready, because this information could change your children's financial future. Let's talk about real numbers for the year 2026. The German government has set the Kindergeld at 259 euros per month for each child. If we do the math, this means that for one child, you will receive 3,108 euros a year. If you have two children, that amount rises to 6,216 euros annually. For a family with 3 children, we're talking about almost 10,000 euros a year that goes directly into your bank account. It's a massive investment that the state makes in your family, and it's vital to understand that this amount is independent of your salary. The same amount is paid whether you earn the minimum wage or 100,000 euros a year. It is a universal right. There is a common misconception that I want to clarify right now. Kindergeld is not Bürgergeld, nor is it a welfare benefit. It is a tax benefit for families. Many expatriates fear that applying for it could affect their history for permanent residency or citizenship. But this is completely false. In fact, proving that you receive Kindergeld is evidence that your family is legally established and registered in the German system. It is a benefit funded through the taxes we all pay. So applying for it is simply making use of a system you are already contributing to with your work and residency. This is where most families make their most costly mistake. German law is very clear but unforgiving. You can only receive retroactive payments for a maximum of 6 months prior to the day the Familienkasse physically receives your application. Imagine you arrived in Germany 14 months ago and decide to apply today. The state will pay you for the last 6 months, but the previous 8 months will be lost forever. For a family with 2 children, that delay means losing more than 4,000 euros. Therefore, my most urgent advice is, do not wait to have all the perfect documents to start informing yourself. Time is working against you from the very first day of your registration. The first non-negotiable step is the Anmeldung, or the registration of your residence. Without this, you do not exist to the German state. You must go to the Bürgeramt or City Hall with your rental contract and register both yourself and your children. Upon completion, you will receive the Meldebescheinigung. This paper is pure gold. It is the legal proof that your children live with you in Germany. Make sure the children's names are correctly listed and that the move-in date matches reality, as your first payment will depend on this date. Without this document, the Family Benefits Office will reject any application attempts. A few weeks after completing your registration, you will receive a letter from the Federal Tax Office with your child's tax identification number, or Steuer-Identifikationsnummer. This is an 11-digit number that will stay with your child for life in Germany. It is crucial that you do not attempt to submit the Kindergeld application without this number. The Familienkasse uses the tax ID to verify that there are no duplicate payments and to cross-reference data with the tax office. If you have lost it or it hasn't arrived, don't worry. You can request a resend online, but keep in mind that the Kindergeld process will be completely paused until you provide it. Now that you have your Anmeldung and your children's tax ID, it's time to prepare the rest of the documentation. This is where the path diverges depending on your nationality. Germany has simplified rules for European Union citizens, but if you are coming from outside the EU, like the vast majority of our Latin community, the requirements are a bit stricter regarding residence permits and translations. Let's examine each case in detail so that you don't miss a single comma and your application gets approved on the first try without being asked for additional documents weeks later. For European Union citizens, the process is very straightforward. You need your valid passport or identity card, and most importantly, your children's birth certificate. My recommendation is to always request the international or multilingual birth certificate in your country of origin. This will save you the cost of a sworn translator in Germany, as this format is directly accepted by the Familienkasse. Remember that, as an EU citizen, you have the right to free movement and work, so you do not need to present any additional residence title to access Kindergeld. Your registration of residence in Germany is sufficient. If you are a non-EU citizen, meaning you come from a country outside the European Union, you must pay special attention to your residence permit or Aufenthaltstitel. To receive Kindergeld, your permit must explicitly authorize you to work in Germany. It is vital that both the applying parent and the child have their residence titles valid and registered. Additionally, if the birth certificate is not international, you will need to hire a sworn translator in Germany to perform an official translation. Translations done in your country of origin are not valid unless they are properly apostilled and recognized, so doing it directly here is usually the safest option. The main form is called Antrag auf Kindergeld, and in addition, you will need to fill out an annex for each child called Anlage Kind. Although it seems like a monumental task, the portal of the Federal Employment Agency is quite intuitive. A common mistake is not providing your German IBAN correctly. Make sure that the bank account is in the name of the applicant. If you have questions about any technical aspects of the form, there are free advisory services in many cities. But if you follow this step-by-step guide, you will see that you can do it yourself. Remember to double-check that all tax identification numbers match exactly with your official letters. Today, the fastest and most secure way to submit your application is through the ELSTER system. If you already file your taxes in Germany, you probably have an ELSTER digital certificate. By identifying yourself with it, you can sign and submit all documentation entirely online. The great advantage is that you receive immediate confirmation of receipt, and the processing time is usually shorter because the data goes directly into their digital database. If you don't have ELSTER yet, I highly recommend applying for it, not just for Kindergeld, but for all your future administrative procedures in Germany. If you prefer the traditional method or do not have access to ELSTER, you can print the completed forms online and send them by postal mail. But be careful, never send these documents by regular mail. Always use Einschreiben Einwurf or registered mail with acknowledgement of receipt. This will give you a tracking number and legal proof that you sent the documents on a specific date. If the Familienkasse happens to lose your file, this proof of mailing is the only thing that will allow you to claim your retroactive payments based on the original mailing date. Keep that receipt as if it were cash. Now that you know how to get the money, let's talk about what to do with it. Many parents use Kindergeld for their child's daily expenses, clothing, food, or activities. And that's fine. That's what it's designed for. But if your financial situation allows, I want to propose a strategy that can change your children's lives: smart investing. If you consider that €259 not as a regular expense, but as investment capital, you are facing a historic opportunity. Imagine that instead of spending that money, you put it to work for your child's future from the day they are born. The most powerful tool we have in Germany is the ETF Sparplan, or Index Fund Savings Plan. If you invest those €259 monthly in a globally diversified fund that yields, for example, a 7% annual return, after 18 years, your child will not only have accumulated savings, but a fortune of approximately €80,000 thanks to compound interest. With that money, your child can pay for higher education, the down payment on their first home, or start their own business debt-free. Kindergeld is an incredible tool for social mobility if you know how to use it in the long term. It's not just a monthly check, it's the seed capital for the next generation. In summary, register on the first day, patiently wait for your children's tax ID, but keep an eye on the mailbox. Prepare your birth certificates properly translated or in international format, and send your application without delay, preferably via ELSTER or certified mail. Don't let the fear of bureaucracy take away what is rightfully yours. Germany is a country of rules, but also of great opportunities for those who follow them. I hope this comprehensive guide has given you the clarity and confidence needed to take action today and secure those thousands of euros for your family. If you found this information valuable, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Our mission is to help the Latin community in Germany thrive financially and better understand the system. If you have any questions about your specific case, or if you are already receiving Kindergeld and want to share your experience, leave us a comment below. I read your concerns. Share this video with other parents who have just arrived. You could be helping them recover thousands of euros. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.